What's up guys, it's Snowpaw. Today I'm bringing you everything you need to know about obtaining Prism Deviants, from how to get them to securing them without any issues. Later in the video, I'll also share how I hit rank 1 in just 2 days, and we'll touch on some game-breaking issues in hopes that devs might see this video. But before we jump in, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed and keeps watching my videos. Your support means the world, and it allows me to keep making content for you guys. Let's kick things off by explaining how to get Prism Deviants. You can obtain them through fishing, mining, or logging, anywhere in the world. The type of ore, tree, or fishing spot doesn't matter. Once you get lucky, it will drop a deviant with a golden bubble. Like usual, just go up to it and press F to grab it. Keep in mind, only certain number of Prism Deviants are available at a time, and when they run out, you won't find them in the vial. However, they do refresh periodically. I'm just not sure about the exact timing of it. You can also get them by killing players who have one. They'll have a diamond icon next to their name showing they have a deviant. But to get it, you'll need to fully finish them, just downing them won't work. Another option is to raid someone's base that's securing a deviant. You'll need explosives to break in and find the securement unit that's holding it. The securement unit will glow yellow so you can easily spot it. From my experience, C4, rockets, and GL rounds, or even high fire rate weapons work best for this. The last way to get a deviant is by completing public events, Dig to Hell and Dark Side. Once the event ends, deviants will spawn where the event takes place. For Dig to Hell, there is a trick you can use to secure the deviant. All you need to do is press F inside the event area, run through the safe zone, and then release F when you get outside the safe zone. This allows you to capture the deviant. Knowing these tips will definitely help you collect more Prism Deviants. Now that you know how to get them, let me tell you what I do differently to reach rank 1 and stay there. As I mentioned earlier, you can kill players to grab their deviants while they're running to their securement unit. But finding these people can be tricky. I go to a safe zone with a teleporter and constantly swap world while checking the Prism Deviant energy. I stay on each world about 10 seconds to see if red areas move. If I spot movement, I act quickly to catch them. To actually take them down, you'll need a strong PvP build, which I'll cover in another video coming up in couple days, so make sure to subscribe so you won't miss that. If you don't have great gear, don't worry, I also log and fish a lot to get Prism Deviant, and it works really well. The coast has plenty of nodes, and again, the location doesn't seem to matter as long as you're in contested area. I usually go for fish that are easy to catch and trees that break quickly, but I can't confirm if that speeds things up. One key is to have base ready. I have a friend with a base that has turrets but no loot inside. As soon as I get a deviant, I teleport him next to me using twisters, and he places his base down so we can defend. Do not forget to place a camp for the ability to spawn. I usually go right away to chopping down trees, hitting the ores around the base, or fishing whenever I can. This allows me to usually get one more Prism Deviant during securement. I also contest every event, doing my best to capture Deviant. It's tougher on my server because we are outnumbered as Mayfly, but still manage to come out on top sometimes. Getting there first definitely helps, but that's not always possible. You may need to come up with some creative ways to capture the deviant. Lastly, I rate players. I don't often do this, only if the base is super easy to rate, because honestly, I find it to be a waste of time most of the time. I think it's better to kill players carrying deviants or farm them myself. The manpower needed for raiding is usually not worth it. I also want to mention that this scenario is really hard to play if you're playing it solo. It is meant to be played with a team, so you may need to make some friends. Now let's talk about some issues that need to be addressed as soon as possible. The biggest one in my opinion is the bases being built in spots you can't raid. I have seen people build underwater bases where you can't interact with the securement units or anything else. Plus they add turret, making it impossible to get close. This is a game-breaking issue and makes raiding feel like a total waste of time. Another issue is players building bases inside Dig to Hell event zone and securing their deviants there, making it impossible to contest. I'm not sure how they're doing this, but I'm hoping the devs can fix it with a hotfix. Next up is respawns. Right now, numbers win fights. There's no real outplay potential when the person you kill can respawn every 5 seconds. I think there should be a respawn timer and tents need to be easier to destroy, or give the team with fewer numbers some kind of counterplay option. Speaking of that, I know the devs have addressed this, but I still want to mention it. Give the underdogs better buffs. When numbers decide the war, damage reduction on buildings doesn't cut it. We need buffs that actually let us fight 2 people at once. Right now, even 1v1s can be tough, and when you're outnumbered 3 to 1, there's not much you can do. One last thing, it'd be great if the map updated faster than every 10 seconds. There has been so many times when I'm chasing someone in a red zone and then their zone suddenly teleports a kilometer away. It's frustrating and catching up feels like more luck than skill. Also, please give our armors a little bit more durability. It's so annoying to have to go back to my base to repair my gear every 10 deaths. It takes away from the fun and the gameplay. I'm sure we can come up with another way to punish deaths without taking people out of the main objectives. So far, my thoughts on this mode has been surprisingly positive considering my team has been losing by a margin. I feel like there's always something to do or chase after, and it is only the first phase. I can only imagine how hectic it will get when there are Gatling turrets and more events that get introduced. Also, the importance of valuable prisms will spice things up. However, there's a lot needs to be ironed out. There is a lot of desync that makes PvP feel really unfun and annoying at times. But I'm hoping these will get fixed over time, so I'm not too worried right now. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me. Sorry for not uploading more often, but I've been really enjoying the new PvP content. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more Once Human content. Until next time, peace.